Morning, guys. I've just been I've just been talking for 10 minutes and I forgot to press go live. Good morning, team. All right, guys. Gold. I mean, uh, gold's just looking as much as I want to be a buyer, it's just looking a bit messy. We need a pullback. Um, I did. Let's get rid of all this. What's this? I mean, 5 minute chart. If you want to be, how many pips have we got there? There's 50. Yeah, sorry guys. I was. Let's see. All right, because it's so bullish, I'm literally just buying live there. Uh, TP. I've just bought 5 minute break of the high. I'm literally. I'm gonna go 70. In fact, how many pips have I just given myself as a stop? That's a bit aggressive. Let's put it in the swing. Um, Stop loss at entry at 7 pips. Up. And so all I've seen is this market pull back down, guys. Buyers come back in, and I've just tried to buy the break of the high. Got a little bit of a not so kind fill, but because I've bought this on the 5 minute, guys, I'm actually going to do um, 5 pips break even. I'm just going to be super aggressive. What's the low? 11. And I have done it at reduced risk. So I'll take half off at 10 pips. Um, I'll leave my stops at break even, and then I'll just trail it because God knows where gold's going to go. There's no there's no right there's no sort of rationale with this right now because the market has just been so buoyant. Um, okay, yeah, this it has copied, so fantastic. Uh, so we're only risking $500 on this one, so not a lot. Anna tried to flip at 5 a.m., got scared, came out. That's all right. Listen, don't we don't need to chase things. And if you are going to do something that is a little bit aggressive just because of the nature of the beast at the minute, then just reduce risk. You know, if you do something, okay, you won't make as much money, but the main thing is that you don't lose as much money. Because look, if we get this and let's say it moves 10 pips, we get half off. Mr. Almond, he loves these morning pips. There we go. Right, let's just ah, and so let's come on. Let's see. Nearly there. Once we get to that, just over 5 pips, I'm going to get my stops to break even, just to be a little bit more cautious. There we go. Break even. Account for a little bit of spread, commission. All right, there we go. We're out. So nothing made there. Lost. Wow. Lost $22. Right. That's I mean, look, we can't. We're gonna struggle with this one. If the 30-minute, you could argue is a buy right now. The 30-minute, but you're gonna have to leave your what we got. I'm gonna stay away from this. I want to pull back. I'm gonna. It's so easy to get caught up in looking at this momentum move right now. Let's wait for a pullback into. If it doesn't pull back, it doesn't pull back. Let's just not hand any profits back, guys. That's the best thing we can do. Look, I know gold might be too high, but the problem is right now, China announced they're buying 40 tons a month, and that's only just going to set the market in one direction. So you have to. Yesterday, what did it move? I think it was. Let me go to the other chart. $20 isn't a lot on gold right now. And remember, the more it moves, the um, the higher the price, the less $20 becomes a lower percentage of the daily range. So yesterday, what did it do? It did $42. So in theory, we've got the same again to go. We've got whatever it's done now, which is $27. There's still another $15 based on yesterday's movement to go. But um, yesterday, the most you got was 2 hourly candle pullbacks, which was here and here. So effectively, that's what you're waiting for today. Two pullbacks, two pullback candles, and and then it's all systems go. Now, unfortunately, gold has moved 17 pips from the high we just looked at. So it is that kind of thing. We can't really do a great deal about it. Uh, NASDAQ. Now, okay, so NASDAQ, it's a really tight range, but this is what we can look for later today on the NASDAQ. We can look for longs above 19840, buys above 19840, sells 19795. Right. Okay, so that's looking for so that's NASDAQ. Let's have a look at the DAX. Okay, DAX I highlight 22551. There is now remember DAX spread is going to be high right now. So there's no trades on the DAX until after 7 o'clock. Uh, we've got 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, the DAX spread is still up at 7.5 pips. So probably about 7.05 we'll get chance. This, based on where it is right now, we've still got probability, we've still got a chance. But if it keeps sinking like this, then there's no way we'll get a trade on the DAX. We're cutting into our margin. Our margin for error is getting a lot bigger, so I'd stay away from this now. The only way you, oh, yeah, it's gone. The only way you could look for a trade on the DAX is if price came back up into here and we did a dynamic risk trade where we could look to put a lower lot size on, but closer to the level that we broke. And a 4.3 for you, it is 7.7 for me. So yeah, for me, it generally doesn't come down until about 7.05, something like that. All right. So I'm going to stay away from the DAX now. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything here. Gold. Maybe pound yen. Have we got any news coming out today? Oops, damn it. News. Forex factory. Let's see. Today, pound news in 6 minutes. It is retail sales. Forecast 0.3%. Can't imagine this is going to be too exciting. So I would expect retail sales to be down. So from a trading perspective, what I'd look for here is if price can rally on the release of the news, I look to sell the low of this candle. So let's H1. If it just goes straight down, we won't do anything, but right, let's get ready. So we're just getting ready, guys. Not placed any trades. What is going on? Okay, here we go. Right, let's change screen while we get ready. So, pound yen, we're looking for potential sells underneath 194.95, which is this area. So we're waiting for close below. We're waiting for the news to come out. If the news spikes up, we'll sell the low of this candle. If it doesn't, see, it's actually set up on the 15, but we can't take it because of the news. We've just got what 3 minutes 45 seconds. Remember, guys, if you are in here, we have just a few days now until the giveaway from Instant FX Capital. We'll be giving away a $5,000 trading account, instant funded account, so it's live cash, no challenges, that can be traded because it's a scaling plan all the way up to $100,000, of which you get anything from 80 to 50% of profits, depending which stage you're on. Stage 1 and 2 is 80%, stage 3, 70%, stage 4, 60%, and stage 5, 50%. If you're looking for the most flexible way to run a proper account, then it's through Instant FX Capital. The level, there you go, Anna. But you got to wait for the news. The news is coming out in 3 minutes, so we don't do anything. So, hourly candle, this is the one that's closing below, potentially. And we'll go 193. Two minutes, or 1.5 minutes, I should say. Peter Almond, 6% up on the day. Man, look at this. 658 and he's made 6%. You're taking the title off Anna now, mate. I think we're gonna have to call Peter Almond the morning sniper. Okay. So we have 45 seconds. So we want to spike up. If it spikes up, we're just going to place this trade straight underneath the lows. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spike up. There we go. Sell orders in. And the news was still pending. Oh. Oh, what's going on there? 100 pips. It's not what we want. Oh, what am I doing? Come on, market. You broke the highs, or you pushed up. You've spiked through the lows. Let's see some follow through now. Just brought my stop down above this little swing high here on the 5 because we're taking out the highs. This should drop. If it doesn't, I want to be out of this trade. Just reducing risk a little bit. Took out one lot. Reducing risk a little bit more. It's not being too kind to us so far. I think we might be saying sayonara to this one. Let's see. So I've scaled out, I've reduced risk, and I've, what is it? It's about probably about $200 I've closed off with losses so far. I think I might just bin this one. Okay, I think we're gonna accept that this is gonna die, and I'll come back to it in a second. While I'm not, it's got nothing constructive to look at the minute. NASDAQ's broken the lows. I can't trade. Oh, hold on. It's pulling back a little bit, but oh, look at gold. Bloody typical. Look at that. No, I think I'm just gonna. We were long gold. And it's done 23 pips. Sod's luck. I got nothing. I know some of you guys got 15 pips. Okay, so uh, what's, let me think. Mm, I know you just cancelled it. Okay, well done, darling. We're, gold is popping. Look at that. Gold longs are looking good, but I'm not in it. We're still 12 and a bit pips down there, guys, so it's still running. I'm just not fixating on it. The DAX, ooh, the DAX is spread down. If the spread is down, yeah, so spread's down to 2 pips on the DAX. So I might look at the DAX if we can. Nah, what's it's still 14 pips down. 29. I'm gonna leave it. Some days are just, well, it's holding, guys. It's holding is all I can say, but not fantastically well. The 12 pips down. I scaled out 2 lots. I took out one and then another one, so it cost about 200 quid, just risk management. I just didn't like the way it took out the lows and started to rally. Once it spiked up and it took out the lows, I wanted it to keep going. So just, I'm not doing any, I'm not doing anything else with the risk management just yet. I'll let you know if you'll hear it in the background. Well, we were unfortunate, guys, on gold. We were unfortunate, is all I can say. But we had to stick to the game plan. So we traded this little price action here. So rejection, buyers came in, moved above, we bought. Uh, DAX. So if you look at it, Anna, you could sell the low here, but we've got a wick here and a wick here. So look, by all means, it's something you can do, but buyers came in here. So yes, we've closed below support, but you're flirting with a wick, and then you've got support here. So you've got a wick at about 12 pips, then you've got support at 29 pips. So there's not much margin for error. It looks good pretty much, but obviously the fact that we've had a strong move down and it's closed below, yeah, it does look good. But pound yen's still 12, 10 pips down. So yeah, look, it's not something we can force. I'm just keeping so pound yen still sitting 10 pips down, negative $320 at the minute. Oh, damn it, there we go. Yeah, still 10 pips offside. Gold, I'm gonna wait for a pullback. NASDAQ sells, but that'll be this afternoon. And you've got plenty of room for the NASDAQ. That's good. So dollar index, not something that I would predominantly look at, but look, this is, if we go back and highlight something that I said the other week, which was I'd expect the dollar index to rally in and around this high here. You can see it's pretty much done that. So if we break, yeah, NASDAQ looks great for sales, Anna, but look at the time of day. It's not something I trade at this time of day. But if you want to trade it, then by all means go for it. Now, if the NASDAQ sells off, one thing we can see is that the yen is strengthening, and the yen is strengthening on the basis that I guess indexes are selling off, so it's that flight to safety. Uh, Pound saw a little bit of a push up on the data that's come out. So now the question is, will it just ease off like the rest of the markets? Saying that. Okay, so I I've closed my pound yen trade. I'm out. So we'll we'll come back and look at another trade later today. Mm. Uh, uh, so I think with pound yen, I'll look to give it a second opportunity later in the day if we can get back down this area. If we get back down this area, I'll give it a second opportunity later in the day, because if we are going to see indexes roll over, then I anticipate we're going to continue to see the yen strengthen. So, so we'll see how that one pans out. I don't like it to the upside because of all the traffic, but to the downside, we've got nice clear traffic. Yen strengthening. To be fair, looking across the board, the dollar seems to be softening. Dollar index is dropping. Kiwi. Okay, so risk currencies, that's going to be a different thing. So the risk currencies, because they are going to be closely linked with what happens to indexes, if you see the indexes sink, then Kiwi, Aussie, CAD, you're probably going to see those sell off. But again, not so keen of. I think if you're looking at Kiwi, sells under 56.98, you got some clear range. But again, that's not something that I would be. If if pound yen holds, I just can't see it though. Let's have a look at yen on the daily. Yeah, yeah, I think yeah, I will look to give this a second opportunity later today. Maybe even while we're in the live stream, if we can get back below this bullish candle. Yeah, that's what I'll look to do. But it has to come back below this level for a second opportunity. Hmm. DAX, I want to be indexes short, make a lot of sense with what's happening with the tariffs, but I'm not really seeing any clarity this morning, guys. Mm, gold, I'm only looking for buys, so let's make a note. So BPC or flips only. Uh, buys only. We're not doing any sells on gold unless you get a change in structure. Don't try and catch the top and sell it, guys. This is where more money is lost than anything else. People always think they can catch the top, but you've got nothing to refer to now. So the only time you've got a reference point for a potential top is when you get a buyer candle followed by a seller candle. That'll be your next point of resistance. So then what you have to wait for is a change of structure. So what would a change in structure look like? So let's say you get change in structure would be maybe market closing below here. Why? Because it come down, come back up, and then break through this support area. Then you've got clear candle space to trade into. So potential sells below 3071.7. And then we just put underneath change in structure. Does that make sense, guys? So now if you are going to look for sells on gold, what you've done is you've waited for resistance to be formed, you've waited for the market to change direction, and then we're good to go. Gold is starting a pullback. Would you trade the pullback? If you've never done it, Anna, then don't do it now. Now is not the time to be trading pullbacks on gold when the market is so buoyant. It's going to be a quiet morning, guys. I can tell you that. Just the one trade. Well, no, sorry, we had a break even on gold. Ooh. So is pound flying, or is pound's finding some momentum after, I guess, a shock retail sales? Will it be short-lived, or see now if I traded pound, this is what I'd be looking for. Sells under here. I don't like any of the upside until we get maybe somewhere above here. So if pound can break lower, you have, oh, that's daily chart. I was like, Christ, that's a lot of space. What's that? Not a lot. It's a horrible chart to be fair, so I won't be trading pound, and not that I ever do. Pound yen is about as much as I would look at pound. Mm, yeah, if we get below this, guys, I'm selling pound yen. So 194.86. If we go below 194.86, I'm selling pound yen. Gold, nothing. Wow, it's going to be a very quiet morning for us, guys, unfortunately. NASDAQ sells target will be 19,663. So what do we need to see happen? For BPC trades, we've got to see another candle pull back. We've got to then see a seller candle form. Got to wait for a wick up, and then we will look to sell the lows. Very simple, structured process, but that's all we've got to wait for. We've got to manage ourselves. Ourselves will be the hardest things to manage. Chasing the profits, chasing the glory. If the markets aren't clear, don't trade. The only thing I liked this morning, really, was this one here. When we spiked up and then broke the lows. Unfortunately, it broke the lows and then just reversed again. But that's part and parcel of trading. That is the only thing I really wanted to, and I liked. The DAX, look, I like it, but we've got these wicks to work with that don't give us enough range. DAX I like long above here. So look, buys above. If we can get above there, 22,727. If we can get above there, I definitely want to be a buyer of the DAX because you've got what's that? 265-point range. Now that is something that will make for nice pips. So So let's get an alert set here. Edit DAX breakout long. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, done. Mm, 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 mm. Now, under normal circumstances, if this, let's say we got clear traffic here, if this candle closed bullish in 30 minutes at 8 a.m., then potentially you've got an option for BPC long, but it has to close bullish back above the level in 35 minutes. But I don't like these candles. There's no clear traffic to trade into. So look, you could go long, you're going to run into traffic here, you're going to run into traffic there. So the long trade I don't like. The short trade I do. So if, like I said, if we can get back below the current low, I'd trade this one short. So let me just change, just so you clear. GBP, damn it. GBP, JPY, shorts only on break below 194.86. 194.86. I'm not interested in longs. Oh, what? Oh. So that's what I'm interested in on pound yen. So pound yen shorts only. DAX. Uh, to be fair, the DAX, I'm only interested in longs based on yeah, I think I'm only interested in longs on the DAX for now. But we need a big move lower to clear out some mess. Well, NASDAQ we can trade short, but not till this afternoon. NASDAQ short this afternoon. It's a slow session, guys. What can I say? It's a slow session. Where's that gone? Who have we got in today? We've got Anna. We've got Peter. And it's the Anna and Peter talk show. I just realised no one else has said anything. Who else have we got in here today, guys? Thank God for Anna and Peter talking. Or asking questions, I should say. Oh, God, my back. Jez. Good morning, mate. Shares. Got to fly. I wondered what hit your fly was. I thought, Prem, good morning, mate. Yeah, quiet morning. There's not going to be anything up for grabs today. Scott, how are you, mate? Uh, you got your lad for the weekend, mate. Enjoy. Morning, Scott. You not miss much. It's a quiet morning. There's We took a long on gold, which I got stopped at break even. I took a short on pound yen, which I closed for about 17 pips loss. I'll show you the trade. So basically, this candle closed below. We waited for the news to come out. The news spiked up. We put a sell stop underneath the low. It then reversed down, took out the low. It moved up about 8 or 9 pips. I scaled a lot out. It moved up another few pips. I scaled a lot out and then closed it all for about 17. So not a lot, but I am interested in pound yen shorts if we break this low. I'm not interested in the longs. I don't like the longs. The chart to the upside is messy. The DAX, I'm only looking at long trades. I've got my alert set for a break above 22,727. Gold, I'm only looking at BPC trades or flip entries only. I'm just waiting for a pullback. As soon as we see a pullback, waiting for buyers to step back in. As soon as buyers step back in, then we'll be looking for a long setup. So that'll be our breakout pullback continuation setup. Potential sells I've highlighted under 3071 on the basis that if we do get below this area, that we'll see a change in structure. Because if we look, we've seen the market rally, create support, rally. So if it comes down, it's either going to have to break support or it'll create a new higher low, then it'll push up, and then it breaks support again. So you'll either have a break of support here or a complete change in structure if it goes up, creates a higher low, pushes up, and then comes down, creates a new lower low. So if you imagine, this is what it would look like. So it's either going to do this, and if it does that, then we're looking for price to rally and trade the higher low, lower high. So that's one option. Or it's going to do this, which is pushed up, comes back down, comes up, comes back down, creates a higher low, pushes back up, fails to create a higher high, comes down. Then you see we've got a high, higher high, lower high. Here it's a low, a higher low. Now we have a lower low. So you've got complete change in structure then. So either option works. You still have to wait for the push up. It doesn't have to come to here, but you have to wait for resistance to be formed before you can then sell it. Yeah. Um, Anna, don't look at Euro yen. Just stick to what you do. So if you're gonna look at one of them, Anna, I don't mind you looking at pound yen, but yeah, don't you're making enough without looking at multiple markets. Mm. So if this was if this was in the afternoon, I'd be all over this sell. Should we do a lower risk? I'm just going to do one lot. I've gone in at one lot, guys. So I've gone half risk to the look. So I've gone in at half risk. 19,680. Hold on. So half risk. If it was the afternoon, I wouldn't have even battered an eyelid. Uh, so let's bring our stop down. So very low risk. $280, $270. So literally, this is I just like I like the setup. If this was the afternoon, it'd be full risk, all aboard. But the DAX in the morning, not something I'm overly keen about. Haha, look at the DAX, guys. Look at the DAX. Oh no, wrong channel. Wrong TV. What did I say? Look where it tested. But I don't think you'd have got. Yeah, there was no setup. But this is how you can apply dynamic risk to your trades. So this is where I was saying, look, if you wanted to sell the DAX, you could put basically half risk off the level with your stops above here. But because I didn't like selling it underneath here because of this wick, it's the only reason I didn't do it. But it's reacted perfectly. So this is how you would use dynamic risk. What's happening? Yeah, not a lot with 10 pips down, but it's a half risk. I'm literally, it's only a $200 risk trade, so it's the upside on the DAX is much greater than the downside for me on this particular trade. But so yeah, let's come back to the DAX, not the DAX, the NASDAQ. There we go. So as I said, it's only a very, very small risk trade. It's like $254. If I just bring it down to above the high, $234. You know, normally I'm initial risk on a trade for me is going to be anywhere between $1,200 to $1,700. So it's a very, very small risk. Mm. So we're eight pips down on that at the minute for now. Right, 12 pips. Was ooh, pound yen. Pound yen could be one that we could look to. Uh, what's the price points? The low on my broker, 194,865, 865. So 1 pip below that could be interesting. Okay, NASDAQ is not playing ball. Where are we? Let's go back to the NASDAQ chart. Oh, it's just dropped a little bit. It was close to stops. Well, what's this? I've just seen pop up. Musk blames. Oh no. Musk blames South Africa. Not quite sure what that's all about. Nothing too important, I don't. Well, in 10 minutes, I'm going to have to make a move, guys. It's been a very, very slow morning this morning. A reduced risk trade on gold, a reduced risk trade on NASDAQ, and a loss on pound yen. So yeah, it's not exactly been a an exhilarating morning. Well, gold is having a little bit of a, you had a bearish 30-minute candle. So look, gold is having a little bit of a pullback. So if you can see another another little bit of a deeper retracement, just wait for a bullish candle, a wick down, then you can buy the break of the highs for gold. I mean, even if this does hit TP1, it's not exactly gonna bring home the the bacon. Need it to move a good chunk further to see some decent. Sorry. uh, yeah, I mean, even if it comes down here, what would that be? Uh, After closing half off, you'd be talking just over $1,000. Okay, come on, market, move a little bit more. It'd be nice just to see or hear the sound of a TP1 this morning. It's not exactly been a great morning, so just the sound of a TP1 or see the magic keys alert come up on the chart would be it'd be nice. Guys, after I go, keep an eye out on pound yen because it's looking rather tasty. Um, oh, if you took the Nasdaq trade, if you get 15 pips, just get your stop to break even. I don't know if it made 15 pips then or not. Oh, I didn't see it, but it looks like it did. TP1 on the NASDAQ. Okay, so that means it did 15 pips if Anna's got TP1. So well done, Anna. Come on, guys. I want to see TP1. 15 pips. Lovely. Well done, Anna. Nice start for you today. Yeah, yeah, just text James Yotko. Perfect. Yeah, remember, guys, you've only got a few days left to get your incubator account opened if you want to be in with a chance of winning the 5K account. Good. Don't think I saw 15 pips. It looks like it did it, but I didn't see it on the numbers, so why is it? There we go. Break even. Oh God, I feel like I'm getting a trapped nerve in my back, believe it or not. I can feel it twinging. Sat in this damn chair too long. Might have to stand at the desk. Can I take the same trades in both? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can. There's no issues like that. I tell you what, I've said yes. Just ask James because obviously it's Icon that make the rules, but they tend to be pretty flexible. Wait, there we go. We've got a TP1. Right. Okay. While that's running, oh, let's have a look at pound yen. Oh, pound yen looks like we could be. Yeah, watch that one, guys. I'd probably wait for the hourly to close. Oh, really? Right. That's good to know. That is good to know. I didn't know that. Um, so guys, wait for the hourly to close. If it closes back below this level, then all systems go on pound yen shorts. Pound's giving up its early gains and yen is continuing to strengthen. And I guess that's only going to happen more with the NASDAQ dropping. So let's just, where are we? Let's get NASDAQ 30 points up. 19666. So where? So I think we'll put in a partial TP. I'm just gonna move it, but not there. to about here. So just above this wick, which is going to be around 100 points. So if it gets there, we'll set up for that. I'll just bring that down to there, and we're good to go. I'm going to do nothing with this trade now. Absolutely nothing. Ah, okay. So they allow it through the challenge, and then as soon as you go live, yeah. So just check with James, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine, Yotko. Uh, best to check uh, with the broker directly. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's a nice way to finish the morning with a TP on NASDAQ. Um, yeah, it's been a slow and steady morning. Let's see if NASDAQ can keep dropping and if pound yen can keep dropping. All right, guys. I'll see you this afternoon. Get that pound yen trade placed if it closes below. All right, guys. Take care. And try and be a little bit more active on the comments for me, please. Thanks, Yotko. Bye, guys. Take care.